I'm Gerry of Curlingzone here with Brendan Botcher, skip of Team Botcher, but also smart math guy, chemical engineering degree from University of Alberta. Brendan was important in spearheading the change to the Order of Merit point system and the CTRS system that's just recently been announced, leading into the 2018 Olympics in Korea. Brendan, the process has kind of been evolving for about the last year or so, likely. Important changes were needed to the Order of Merit to try and balance out the opportunities for teams to get into Grand Slams and to bigger events. Can you tell us a little bit about where you started and what your thought process is with the system?
Well, I think firsthand for our team, I mean, we were a young team. We just came out of juniors and we were going through that process, right? So we sort of had a different take on it than some of the other teams would have. And we just noticed that there were a few things that, as the game was evolving, that just needed to be tweaked a little bit, especially just to make it so that the slams were accessible to teams like our team back then and teams like us the next few years for sure. Just making sure that those teams have an opportunity to get to these big events and get on these conditions and sort of promote good curling and not just sort of the all-boys club at the top, and allowing some access in while still maintaining the top teams.
So the process was a collaborative effort through the World Curling Tour, the Canadian Curling Association, Curling Canada now. Gerry was instrumental in helping guide the process as well, and a lot of input from Kevin Martin as well to ensure that the process kind of met all the standards of the top level interests, the interests of the evolving teams, the teams who are getting close and growing in the game. Can you tell us a little bit about how does the point system work? It is definitely a much more math-based system this time. There's a lot of calculations behind it. But can you explain the thought process there?
Well, to me, the general structure is similar to the old system. I'm not sure who's aware of the old system, but it is still a strength of field-based model. So we take all the teams that play an event, we sort of rank them, and they contribute a certain number of points in and of themselves, and we add that up. And then from there, there's basically two factors that get applied. There's a purse factor and there's a number of teams factor. So obviously big events are harder to qualify in, therefore they should be worth a few more points. And likewise, big events that are worth $50,000 or $80,000 or $100,000 at the slams, they should be worth a little bit more too. So those are basically the three things that are factored into the new system, and there is some math in there. But I'm happy, at least with the first few weeks here, how the numbers have shooken out. I think it's been going good.
I think the process makes a lot of sense at the end of the day, and looking forward to the evolution of where the point system's going to go. For some background, we did a lot of testing over the summer as well to make sure that the process made sense and the changes weren't just going to throw a big wrinkle into the system. The way the point system fell out, you're looking at about Grand Slams worth about double what they were in the past. Regular World Curling Tour events that previously had strong top 10 fields were in the neighborhood of 1.5 times the previous value. And then mid-level regional tour events or World Curling Tour events that did not have a strong top 10 field are probably going to be worth about 3 to 4 times the amount as past, and the much smaller regional tour events up to as much as 5 times. So it certainly closes the gap for teams and gives more opportunities to qualify into and climb the ladder.
It does, and I think that's a good thing. I mean, if you're a developing team, maybe you're 30th to 50 in the world, you don't have the $50,000 or $80,000 budget that a team would need to travel around the country and play all the big events. So if you're a team that's developing out in BC, for example, you need to be able to play 2 or 3 BC events. And if you can win 3 events, or if you can place well in 3 events, that should get you somewhere, right? And obviously, it's not going to get you into the Grand Slams right away, but it might get you sort of moving up the ladder, and that I'm happy with that, right? And it promotes teams that are having success. So teams that are winning things are going to move up the ladder pretty quick, and teams that aren't winning things are going to move down the ladder pretty quick. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I agree. I think the point system is a positive step towards the future. For more information on the point system, be sure to check out www.worldcurl.com. Click on the Order of Merit section. There's a men's, women's standings and rules and explanations on the new changes to the Order of Merit. For more curling stories, check out curlingzone.com. Everything curling.